In the 2023 edition of the French Olympic Week, the final results in both the Ilca 6 and Ilca 7 were decided in the medal race. Not by the gold and silver medalists themselves, but by the downwind boat speed of another rival. Congratulations, Sarah. You are I've got to say it in English, the French Olympic Week champion, right down to the wire. Tell us about the medal race and then we'll go back to the rest of the week.
The medal race was extremely stressful. I knew going into it that it was going to be challenging. Anne-Marie is obviously a fierce competitor and she has an incredible resume. And it's not her first rodeo. So I knew going into it, it was going to be a match race situation. I didn't quite get the control that I wanted to in the race. We were close. We were at the back of the fleet. She had to put one boat between us and it was really close. And on that last upwind, she managed to squeeze ahead of Vasilia from Portugal, and I was kind of watching it from behind.
You wore the yellow bib a lot this week.
Yes, I did, which was good practice as well. You know, this was a training regatta for me, and it was all about executing the goals that I had set out, and one of them is handling pressure. And wearing the yellow bib puts that pressure on, it puts a target on your back, and I was happy to still perform with that pressure.
As a venue, any final thoughts? Because we'll probably be back here next year, one of the last major regattas before the Olympic Games.
Final thoughts is just I'm really happy. I'm really excited for a break after this. It's been a really, really busy season, start to the season, and I know I'm feeling a little bit burnt out as the rest of the fleet.
What does a break look like for Sarah then?
Well, I'm going to go home, spend some time with my fiance, just, relax. I got to go on a little vacation. I'm going to Miami F1, which is really, really exciting for me. And then, I guess it's not fully a break because I do have fitness testing in like 2 weeks.
That never stops, does it?
It never stops. Fitness testing, skin calipers, the whole works, and really connect with my sports team back in Toronto. And so, a little bit of a break before heading to the Olympic venue in Marseille.
First of all, really happy to win the race, and unfortunately, things kind of worked out in my favour, which isn't always that easy in medal races.
For the folks at home, just go into the maths very briefly because it could hardly be tighter.
Yeah, there was 5 points between first and second, 5 points between second and third, and also third and fourth. So it's two boats between each of us is kind of what you need to make the jump. And unfortunately for me, one of the faster guys downwind in the fleet, Tonchi, was right on Mickey's hip, going around the last mark and was able to get ahead of him. All I could do at that point was stay ahead of Pavlos, win the race, and so, yeah.
Just a little bit about the conditions. You said this is your favourite? Yeah, south of France?
Look, I came second here last year. In fact, I think the podium was the same guys, just a slightly different order from last year. Clearly all three of us are quite tuned into it. But look, I don't really have a favourite condition. I think if I had to say, it would probably be the two ends of the extreme and less in the middle. Everyone's quick in the middle.
That's what we had this week, wasn't it? The two extremes?
Yeah, everyone's fast in medium conditions, and so you have to be super, super accurate in racing. And that's not always easy to do, in this fleet. So, yeah, if you're quick in the two ends of the extremes, it makes life easier. And
it's funny, I accidentally clicked on the results of 2017 and it was Pavlos or whatever, and I only suddenly realised I was looking at the wrong year after a little bit. But I guess I know the answer to this question, but bit of time off now?
I think I'm Cape sailing at the weekend, actually. Yeah. No,
I hope that's next weekend.
It is next weekend, yeah, no, for sure. A few weeks off, laser sailing before we head to Marseille. Get our teeth into that this summer, and so looking forward to that. But
And that training block is part of the ever successful British sailing team, I guess.
Yeah, I don't actually know who's there, to be honest. I hadn't really looked beyond this event, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, mate. Well, I'll let you pack up, but once again, so many congratulations.
Cheers, John. Thank you.
If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the John Emmett Sailing YouTube channel and enable the notifications so you know when the next video drops.